Hey Homeworthy, I'm SJ Bailey and welcome to my Atlanta home Galentine's party.
You're watching Homeworthy, where we believe every home has a story.
I'm SJ Bailey. I'm the founder and CEO of SJ Bailey Co. We're a design company based here in Atlanta, specializing in jewelry and styling services for clothing and very newly events. Welcome back to my Atlanta home. Today I'm going to be hosting a Galentine's Day party. Today I thought it'd be really fun to have my friends over to paint taper candles. So I did a lot of research and I found these wax candle pens that you can use to paint onto taper candles. That way it's non-toxic and you can still burn them. And I thought it'd be really sweet to set up a little dessert bar and charcuterie. I have some wine, champagne, and then we will get into the taper candle painting. One of my favorite things about hosting is not just celebrating my friends and family who come into my home, but also providing an experience for them. When my guests walk in the door, I'll show them to the little entryway table where I have some wine and champagne so we can pour them a drink, and then they can take that into the dining room where I have the tablescape set up, and we have the craft all ready to go. So I'll walk you guys through how we set that up. And then when they walk into the kitchen, that's where we have the dessert and the charcuterie. I think it just provides a fun experience of walking through the home, seeing little vignettes, and I've set up decorations like here in the living room. I made this bow garland just using Amazon ribbon and a glue gun. That's what we're gonna do today. So the first thing I set up is this little drinks table in the entryway of our home. And I just put a little bit of candy because I have a big sweet tooth and my friends do as well. I also found this beautiful antique dish at Means and Carney Interiors here in Atlanta. They've got some of the coolest stuff and I love going there. And this is just full of candy hearts, also along the sweet treat theme. I have this beautiful artwork that's also from Means and Carney Interiors. Their artwork really is just my favorite. And I thought this was so Galentine's coded and needed to go right here. A fun little story about these is my Grammy actually gave me the shorter version of these. They're on the bar cart right here. And my mother-in-law sourced the pattern when she was at an antique store in Savannah. And when I found this taller version, I knew I had to have them because they're just so special to me and they're so girly and feminine. I don't know if you can see, but there's bows etched into the glass, and that's just so true to who I am, and I love them. They make me happy. So we will be drinking out of these today, and I just used this Amazon ribbon just to add a fun little girly detail, and I think it looks cute when you're walking around drinking your champagne. So these are on this silver tray. I also really love serving on silver. My mom has always stressed the importance of using your silver, and it's really great because you can find these at estate sales. That's where I found this serving tray, and I also actually found this crystal dish at an estate sale too. So it looks really nice, but it was really not expensive at all, which we love. And I have some rosé, some Veuve champagne, and then I found these coasters. I love these so much. They're from eBay, and I just think they add a really beautiful little detail to the table. I have some cute cocktail napkins, very important. And I found this runner when I was in Spain, actually. It's just from Zara Home. It's nothing fancy, but it makes me happy, and it has little pink florals, and I thought it just kind of completed the look. And next, I can show you guys my bow garland and kind of tell you how I made it. So come with me. So this is my bow garland. It's actually, I feel like, kind of become a signature when I throw a party. I did this for Thanksgiving, Christmas time, and it's the easiest, most inexpensive craft in the world. All you have to do is find ribbon. I just, like I said, Amazon, very inexpensive. And you just tie them into bows, and then you take a hot glue gun, put a dab of glue right on the edge of the bow, and then just stick them together, press for a couple of seconds, and voila, here you go. It looks so cute and festive, but it's just a lovely little detail, and it's not hard to make. Anyone can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. But I also put these larger bows in the center and on the sides just to elevate it a little bit, and I think it's a cute moment when you walk in the door and you see it. So in today's day and age, one of my favorite things is that between Etsy, eBay, estate sales, Facebook Marketplace, you can throw a beautiful event for your friends and family at your house. We have so many good resources for very inexpensive. So it doesn't have to cost you an arm and a leg to serve things on beautiful platters and create pretty bow garlands. You can really do it for very little, which is awesome. And now I'll take you over to my bar cart. This is our bar cart here, so I have some backup champagne, and I've also used these pink taper candles, also Amazon, in these brass candle sconces that I sourced from eBay actually a couple years ago. I love them, and I just tied these bows on it just to have a fun little pink vignette, and it matches this art that my future sister-in-law made, so kind of fun. And these are the glasses that I was telling y'all about that my Grammy gave me, and they have just the most beautiful detailing. I think they're so gorgeous. And now I'll show you guys the tablescape in the dining room. So I had a lot of fun putting this together because normally I set up tablescapes with placemats, fine china, everyday plates, utensils, all the good things. And today I'm just doing a tablescape dedicated to the taper candle painting. And it's a little bit different than what I normally do, but I'd love to show you guys a little bit more details about it. So first things first, I wanted to showcase the paper invitations. This is one of my favorite things when I'm hosting a party, is sending out actual paper mail. I think it just shows your friends and family that you're inviting, that you've put an effort to the event. It's such a sweet detail, and it makes me so happy when I get physical mail. And my friend Hannah from Ross & Collective put these together. She's so talented, and I just think they're really happy and set the tone for the event. First things first, I have, of course, the taper candles that we're gonna be painting. I sourced these and these glass pink candlesticks, I guess, on Amazon, and I just tied a little bow to make it feel special, and each girl is gonna get 2 of those. And then I put these little gift tags, also from Ross & Collective, on these temporary placemats from Lucy's Market. So that way, if these get dirty or get the wax paint on it, it's not a big deal at all because they can be thrown away. So totally fine. And then I found these wax paint pens. So like I said, they're non-toxic, and all you have to do is just use these on the taper candles to just create whatever design you want to do. And I picked out the Valentine's Day colors. So we have pink, white, red, silver, and gold. And then I tied these together with some candy hearts with a bow. And then I have this little wooden easel that's also from Amazon, just to have a place for them to put them if they're leaking out or it gets messy. And then, of course, I had to give each of my girls a pair of S.J. Bailey Co. earrings. I just wanted to do this as a little Galentine's gift for them because they're so special to me, and I tied them with a pink bow. I think part of the art of hosting is also the seating chart. It's such an art to put people together who maybe don't know each other, or people that you think will get along. They have someone that they know in common or something in common. And all of my friends here know each other very well, so this was not hard to put the seating chart together, but that is something I wanted to call out. And Ross & Collective made these beautiful place cards, and I put these in front of each of the place settings for my girls. So I think the bows are really cute, and the pink stripes is very Eloise to me, and I love that. Brass candlesticks are one of my favorite things to find at estate sales. So all of these brass candlesticks, they're covered in bows right now, so you may not be able to tell that they're brass candlesticks, but I think they were all like $3 each at estate sales throughout the years. My mom is also the one who showed me to do that, and I've used them so many times I've lost count. I use them for, honestly, I feel like every tablescape I do, and I do a lot of them. So I just put these pink taper candles here. I have these beautiful green glasses from Lucy's Market, and I thought they tied in with the wallpaper and added a cute contrast against all the pink, and then brought out the green in these flowers. For this floral arrangement, I just got some greenery, some white hydrangeas, and some pink flowers from Trader Joe's. Super easy. And I have this brass vase that I actually got from a florist as a gift from a different event that I threw. It was a rendezvous style brunch, and it was so much fun. It was around Christmas time for my mom and her friends, and I'm just reusing it for this party. And this tablecloth, I've had it for a couple of years. I think it's from Etsy, but I felt like it was the perfect touch for the Galentine's table. And I'll show you guys a little bit more in depth of how I put this together. So what I have here is the placemat from Lucy's that can easily be thrown away. It's paper, super cute. I feel like you wouldn't know. And then I have this gift tag that I just put in the center. And then I have the 2 candlesticks with the taper candles that we're gonna be painting. I also thought that having these candlesticks would make it a lot easier when they're drying, just because they're standing up and each girl's gonna be able to take them home and they can just easily put this on their own table. So this goes here. Then I have the wooden easel that I found on Amazon. I just put this off to the side to create an extra little working space. And then the paint pens and the candy hearts. And for all the girls, obviously I'm not gonna give myself a pair of earrings, but all the other girls got a pair of earrings that will go to the side. If you've seen my original Homeworthy tour, you've definitely gotten a small glimpse into my party pantry, but I wanted to show y'all a little bit more in depth about it today. So this is what my mother dubbed the party pantry, and it's where I keep all of my entertaining supplies. So I have all of my glassware. I really like glassware. I feel like it's the jewelry of the Tablescape. It can kind of elevate it, change it. Originally, I was gonna use these tortoiseshell cups on the table, but I decided that I really liked the green instead. So it's just kind of fun to switch up how it looks, and it's just super, super fantastic to have all of this right here. And I also have my cake stands, my bowls, and these fun little acrylic sticks that I think are also just a cute little accessory to put into a cocktail when people come over. Obviously, we're not using Santa hat today, but that's fine. A lot of these are from estate sales, actually. So like these silver candelabras, I originally found these at an estate sale to use on my cake table at my wedding. And they're just really special to my husband and I, and we love using them for Christmas dinners, just everyday dinners. It's kind of a fun way to set an ambiance with some paper candles. And then I also have found just a lot of fun little things, like little trinkets, like this blue and white dish at antique stores. So it's really fun just to kind of explore and look at estatesales.net is how I find most of my estate sales. I just type in the zip code and it shows me pictures of all of the estate sale listings, and so I can go through and figure out which ones are gonna have what I'm looking for. And sometimes I've even texted the number on the listing to be like, hey, is this still available? If so, can I pay for it ahead of time? So a little secret tip, you can definitely do that. While we're here, I wanted to show y'all my hair collection. I did show a little bit of this on my other Homeworthy tour, but I just love collections and showcasing them. I think it's a great conversation starter. So if you have a collection, I would very much encourage, if you're having people over, if you collect something, it's something that's probably very special to you or has meaning, and that's just a cool way to connect with your guests. So here is my hair collection. This is what started it. This is my husband and I's wedding cake topper for our wedding, and we just joked that this was us as bunnies. I don't know why we thought that was funny, but we put this on our cake, and it's just really special to me. I love it so much, and it encouraged me to look at other Heron figurines, and that's when I got really obsessed. So my husband gave me this elephant. This is from Charlottesville, where we used to live for our first year of marriage, and I just thought it was so cute, and he knew how much I loved it, so he gave this to me for my birthday. And then I found this guy at an estate sale in Highland Park. Went in on a whim, and I found this. It was for such a fraction of the price. I thought it was fake, but it turns out it had actually shattered, and they had glued it back together, and that's why it was so discounted, and you can't even tell that it's been glued back together, but I love him. I think he's so fun, and he came with this acrylic stand, and a lot of people just, it's fun to chit chat about the gorilla in the room, I guess. I don't know. And then my mom gave me this cute little pink pig. I think it's precious. And then my mother-in-law gave me this little bunny. My mother-in-law is so wonderful because she loves antiques as much as I do. And she has actually sourced so much. Like, she's found a bunch of the Wedgwood that I have. She found this little bunny for me for my birthday. So love Queen Denise. She's wonderful. But yeah, this goes right here. And it just makes me happy. I love it. And this is my rose medallion collection. I found these at an estate sale here in Atlanta, fell in love, got them for an excellent price, and then I found these acrylic stands at the Container Store, actually. And when Jackson, my husband, and I were living in Charlottesville, I was at this beautiful estate sale and I found this rose medallion box and I fell in love, and I just think it completes the room. These are actually what I designed this dining room around, and I think it just perfectly complements the wallpaper. And yeah, so the wallpaper is Schumacher, and given the size of this dining room, I knew I wanted to wallpaper it, but I thought it would be just a little too much to have wallpaper everywhere. So I thought it'd be really cool to have this picture frame molding installed on the wall and then have the wallpaper inside of the picture frame molding, so it's still a statement and it's elegant and beautiful, but it's not overpowering to the size of the room. And I cut the wallpaper myself, and I thought that I was gonna do this myself, and then as soon as I cut the wallpaper, I panicked and was really scared that I was gonna mess it up, so I ended up hiring someone to put it on the walls for me. But yeah, this is Schumacher, and I love the color green so much, and I really love this pattern. I just think that doing picture frame molding and then putting wallpaper inside of that is a really clever way to have wallpaper that doesn't overpower the space. Since this is our first home, I do want to highlight how actually this entire room was furnished from Facebook Marketplace. So the rug, the dining table, dining chairs, the credenza, all of it is from Facebook Marketplace. And then I found this artwork at an estate sale as well, and I DIY'd it because when I bought these, the matting was red and purple, kind of marbled tie-dye. I was a little confused by it, and it did not match my home. So I just got some gold paint and I painted over it, and now I think they match perfectly, and it was super easy, and I think I don't even remember what I paid, but it was not very much. I have invited my closest friends here in Atlanta. Funny enough, I actually met all of these girls post-grad. I went to the University of Georgia and moved to Atlanta, and only one of my college best friends moved to the Atlanta area, and she couldn't come today, which is such a bummer, but we're gonna have a lot of fun, and I'm excited for you guys to meet my friends. I started making jewelry in high school. I loved it so much, and I made it for family and friends. And I kind of paused jewelry making when I got to college because I was at UGA and I needed to focus on being in the Terry College business. And then when I graduated, I took a job in software marketing, and while I did love that so much, I missed the creative aspect of jewelry and making something, and I always loved being able to make jewelry that I can wear. I just thought that was so special, so I decided to restart my little high school business, and I figured if nobody bought the earrings, that's totally fine because I'll wear them myself. But it kind of just took off from there, and we have now done custom bridesmaids earrings for over 700 weddings, and we've worked with brides and mother of, done everyday jewelry, and I just love it so much. It makes me so happy. So we're a team of 4 women, so 3 of us are based here in Atlanta and 1 of us is based in Augusta. They're wonderful. I would not be where I am today without them. I love them so much, and I'm so grateful. They're so hardworking and easy to get along with, and they're awesome. They make SJ Bailey Co. SJ Bailey Co. Something new that we launched in this past year is Mismatched Bridesmaids dress styling and our clothing styling services. So if brides send us the colors and the overall aesthetic of their wedding day and let us know how many bridesmaids they have, we'll pull a certain amount of dresses for each bridesmaid, throw it all together in a presentation, and then they can send it to their bridesmaids who are doing mismatched dresses. It makes the whole thing so stress-free for them, and it's a lot of fun for us. When it comes to effortless entertaining, my mother always told me that her biggest piece of advice was to run the dishwasher beforehand, so that way when your guests leave and you're cleaning up, it's just a lot easier and you're not exhausted just trying to wash all these dishes. I also think my biggest advice would be to plan ahead. If you have a menu that you're making, make it so far ahead of time that you have plenty of opportunities to go grocery shopping and get everything you need, and just really try to set up in the days beforehand so that the day of you're breathing and you're just excited to hang out with your friends and family and you're not stressing about all the little details. And now I can take you to our bathroom where I made a few changes for our guests. Let's go. So this is our bathroom, and normally we have some blue and white Wheezy towels that Wheezy gifted me that perfectly match this shower curtain that I found on Facebook Marketplace, and these curtains that I sewed myself. If you look very closely, you can definitely tell, but they do the job and they're cute, so it's fine. But today I have these really precious pink towels that Means and Carney Interiors has, and they're from Cherish. And I just think they're so Galentines, they're perfect. So I put these here, and then I have this adorable little vase from Means and Carney that I put in here too. And something that I think is very important when you're having guests over is make sure the bathroom is clean, because everybody's probably gonna see the bathroom, right? So making sure that you've cleaned the sink, cleaned the toilet, cleaned the floors, and I also really like to light a candle just so it smells so good. And yeah, that's another little hosting tip for you. And now I will take y'all to the kitchen where I can show y'all the charcuterie board and the dessert bar that we have set up. So I have the dessert bar here. I found all of these treats at Trader Joe's. We have some jelly heart cookies, some cake balls, and some macaroons, and then these rice crackers. One of my guests is gluten-free, and Trader Joe's made that so easy, and they're also on theme for Galentine's, which is perfect. So I guess that is another tip, is make sure you pay attention to your guests' dietary restrictions. But I also really like to always have a non-alcoholic drink option on hand, because you just never know. Like, some people may have stuff going on afterwards, some people may not want to drink. You never know the reason, and I think it's always just kind of thoughtful to have something fun that's not just like sparkling water or lemon water for your guests who may not want to drink. So I found this sparkling berry lemonade, and I have this glassware from Means and Carney, and then this silver tray that I found at an estate sale. And I am going to put this in here right before the guests come over, because this has been chilling in the fridge. And I have these beautiful little plates for the desserts that they can take over to the table while we're doing the candles. So I think that'll be fun. And I can show y'all the charcuterie board. So I've kind of already set this up a little bit. I just have to put the crackers on here, but I have some gluten-free options for my friend who does not eat gluten. And then I have just some fig and olive crisps, and then these cute little mini heart cookies that are very Galentine's. And I think for a Galentine's charcuterie board, you can incorporate some sweets on it. So I will put this together, and then I'm gonna leave this here. So when guests walk in, they'll see the tablescape, come in here, get some food. Normally, I would wanna have this kind of a little bit more in the center of everything, but this is the floor plan I have, so we're gonna work with that. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to add to this is some blackberries, because I think it's always really fun to add a little bit of fresh fruit onto a charcuterie board. So we'll put this here. And voila, this is the charcuterie board. Super easy, took me, what was that, 5 minutes? Well, I think my guests are about to be here, so let's go put the final finishing touches on the house and get everything ready. Good to see you. Love the earrings. Hello, honey. Hi. Come on in. Here's some rosé. Here you go. All right, y'all, let's head over to the dining time. Let's do this. So what we're gonna do is everyone has their 2 taper candles and then these little candlesticks. These are for y'all to take home. And then we have wax candle pens. So what we're gonna do is you can use these to decorate the candles and then we'll just let them dry while we eat. And then you can take them home. So yeah, yes. And everybody has some SJ Bailey Co earrings to the side there for each of y'all. Yay! So, woohoo! Yeah, oh my gosh, open them, please. Yeah. Of course.
Wait, Max's outfit perfect.
Thank you.
These are so
Thanks.
perfect.
Yay! Oh my gosh, you can if you want.
I've been wanting said ones. I was actually
Me too.
Good. I'm so glad.
Every time we hang out.
Yay, please do. Oh my gosh. I hope so. Like friendship bracelets with earrings.
Friendship bracelets.
But earrings, make them earrings. Wait, yay.
So perfect.
Thank you. Thanks. Well, I appreciate y'all taking so much time out of your day to do this. So thank you for coming. And happy Galentines. So we can spill tea and it's fine. Yes. All right, perfect. Okay. What I love most about hosting is just creating memories for my friends and family. I love them so much and it just feels like such a privilege to be able to invite them into my home and hang out with them and just create an experience that they remember forever. And I think also kind of utilizing the senses. So having great lamp lighting and maybe not using the overhead lights and lighting candles so that it smells so good. You know, you always remember smells. You may not remember other things, but I always feel like if I smell a candle, it takes me back to whatever the memory attached and associated with that is. So just creating a fun ambiance and experience for the people I love. Well, Homeworthy, thank you so much for coming to my Galentine's party, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!
Thanks for watching. Be sure to go to homeworthy.com for exclusive content, shopping guides, and so much more.